What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Philadelphia Eagles versus Cincinnati Bengals Week 1 NFL preseason matchup going down Thursday, August 7th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up for the week ahead. We got Major League Baseball on the board. We got WNBA action as well as the rest of week 1 of the NFL preseason. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. We also hit our goal of 250,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. I appreciate each and every one of you that's helped us get to where we are today. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button by now, though, please do so. And if you have, if you're new to our channel, welcome. Let's start making you some money with the NFL preseason with this matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles, obviously, your defending Super Bowl champions after running the table in the postseason last year, taking out the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, while the Cincinnati Bengals missed out on the postseason. And it was a bit of a frustrating season for the Bengals. But what happened with the Bengals, they kind of did what the Bengals have been known to do over the last couple of seasons, at least early on, and that is start slow. This is a Bengals team that, always comes in with all of the, the accolades and the hype around this team. And obviously you're going to with, a roster featuring Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and even Chase Brown is trying to become a stud. And, Trey Hendrickson, had a bit of, bit of the spotlight in the offseason as they're still trying to work out his contract issues. So, this is still a very talented Bengals lineup. And Zach Taylor's announced that, this is going to be a different Bengals approach to the preseason in 2025 as the starters are going to see a fair bit of this game. So that's one thing that you see with the Bengals right off the hop is that you're going to see a lot of starters. The Philadelphia Eagles, not going to take that chance. They're going to, be, taking the more quote-unquote traditional approach to the preseason and using this opportunity to sort of, sort out a lot of their position battles within the depth chart and have the backups see a lot more of the action. So it looks like for Philadelphia, the quarterback group is going to feature Tanner McKee, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and Kyle McCord. You're probably going to see a lot of Will Shipley. You're going to see a lot of the receiver depth as well. And the defense, same thing for the Philadelphia Eagles. But that being said, for me, one of the big things in preseason, if you're going to bet preseason, I take it still very lightly, but one of the things that I always tell people is I always go with whichever team I feel has better roster depth, especially at the quarterback position. Now, I say that under the assumption that it is a traditional approach to the preseason where you're not going to see the starters. It's more about the backups and knowing, it sounds cliche, but knowing your personnel. But this is a game where, like I said, Zach Taylor said the Bengals are going to send out their first stringers for a lot of the early part of the game. They're going to see a few series, and the higher end strings on the depth chart are going to see the bulk of the playing time. So for that reason, I'm leaning towards the Bengals in the first half. For me, it's not always easy to lay heavy numbers in the preseason, especially week 1 of the preseason where teams are kind of getting their feet back underneath them. But like I said, there's still a bit of a talent disparity. When you have first stringers going up against their opposition's second or maybe even third stringers, depending on where you get with this Eagles defense in the early going. So I think that the Bengals are just going to have the edge, and I think they're going to lead at halftime. So I'm laying the 3.5. I also lean towards the over 37 because I do think once you see the backups on both sides, we will see some points in this game. So I'm going to lean towards the Bengals in the first half, laying the 3.5 and the over 37, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.